Oh, my video's out. Oh, did something. Hold on, folks. Let me go back in and. Okay. I think I'm all right. Okay, I'm all right now. Yeah, I had to reset my camera back again. Ain't this a bit? I don't know how that happened. Where am I at? My music. Let's see where my music is at. Okay, everything's still the same. Okay, it looks like I'm. All right. So, folks, what's up? This is Uncle Red back at you today. We gotta talk about this Nolan Wells evidence. I'm not gonna talk too much about some other stuff. Just a few things. That's about it. But we gotta talk about this Nolan Wells today, man, because this is going from bad to worse. This is just getting more weird by the moment. It seems like nobody don't know the truth, what's going on. Yeah, this is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy. Yeah. So, yeah. So who we got in the house? Okay, we got a few people in here. Okay, they're on the other side. Like, but support the channel. Hit the Cash App, super chat. Give me a like. Become a member. You want to, or give me a gift. I appreciate that. Yeah. So we're gonna get it on, get it going and stuff like that. I'm a little late today, but I said I might not be on here that long. I gotta put some more ice in there. Shit, hold on. All right, so we're gonna get started, man. First thing I want to talk about is Trump. Apparently, today, if you don't know in politics, they had a funeral ceremony for damn, who God is it? Senator Lindsey Graham. Now Vice President was there, but Trump wasn't there. He attended the funeral that was after he had his meeting with Zelensky and Putin about the war, basically, and stuff. I don't know if that meeting went down good or not. He kicked out the press. He let the press in, maybe for good reasons and stuff. I don't know what happened. Apparently, I guess Israel wanted him to keep the war going and hit Pickaxe Mountain. And Zelensky, I don't know, maybe he wants some, maybe United States, well, maybe Trump was trying to buy some weapons, some drones from him, maybe. I don't know, but apparently they supposed to be joining the war, which doesn't really mean anything and nothing like that and stuff. United States lost this war, it is what it is, man. They should have never gotten this in the first place, and this is going to be on Trump's head, big time. Gas is still going up. What prices today? It was down for a minute. Yeah, they down because it's always like that. They always go down a little bit, but at the pumps it went up again over here where I'm at. So just because it go down here, this is just Trump trying to, you know, trying to keep the market from, imploding, which they're gonna implode. There's no way. You're going into August. It's just a matter of time where everything is hit. It's already starting to hit already. We at the bottom. And then you don't have no weapons to fight the war you have in there now. So I mean that's already a bad deal already, straight up. So folks, yeah, it's not looking good despite what Trump trying to do and everything. It's just, you should have just pulled out of the war. We had a chance. Now they don't want you to pull out. They want you to keep going. So the next thing I want to talk about is the new Black Panther. Apparently, the new Black Panther is going to be this British actor, David Johnson. He's supposed to be the Dutch Prince of T'Challa, son, King T'Challa, and Naki. So he's the illegitimate kid of Black Panther, original Black Panther that got killed. Well, the actor, what happened to the actor, he passed away, and then, they killed off the character. They should have just recasted, Black Panther with somebody else. I'm just saying, but the movie was supposed to come out December the 15th, 2028. So we got to see how that's going to work. We got to see how that's going to work. We got plenty of time to, sort things out. We got to see, but he been chosen for it. 2 years from now, yeah. 2 years from now. So let's see. Oh yeah, here. So the next thing I want to talk about is we'll do this real quick. Elon Musk. Elon Musk is no longer a trillionaire. That's right. Apparently the company SpaceX has lost since it went public 40%. It was riding high. Once the IPO, went public, it was riding high. Most expensive IPO and everything. I mean, it broke records. He became a trillionaire overnight, Elon. But now he lost over $600 billion dollars. He's down below 700 billion right now. Still the richest man, but I don't know if the drop continue, man. He might be back where he was, or he might drop even further than that. We don't know, but he's catching hell. I guess the SpaceX that IPO was a pump and dump. I'm sure a lot of people made money, but did they pull it all out? I don't know, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. I know it was gonna be some drawback, but not like this, man. I was you just fucked up all the way out. That's crazy, man. He's all the way out. That's a lot of money. But he's still ahead because he didn't have 700 million before the IPO went public. SpaceX went public. He was still the richest man in the world at that time. Still at that time. He still is right now, but not for long. Not for long. It don't look like it. And it seems like his company Tesla is getting hit too. So hey, maybe this could be a coordinated attack. They just don't want him to be in there. You got to be a trillionaire. So we let you be a trillionaire, but you're not gonna keep it. But I'm hearing now that Elon Musk is trying to raise up $400 billion. What is 40 billion? No, $40 billion, so he can buy some other company, so he can make this money back. What company is gonna buy? We have to see. We have to see. We have to see. It ain't over yet for Elon Musk, but it ain't what it is. Now, next thing I want to talk about is a lot of people talk about is Ryan Clark. Getting fired from ESPN, and he do an interview on his podcast, The Pivot, and he was really upset. He was really upset that he got fired, as if he didn't know why. He started breaking down, being real emotional, to the point where he was crying. And I mean, I can't get with the crying, man. Not when you know, out here with them folks, and you got enemies. They're just gonna take advantage of you. They're just gonna make fun of you. You shouldn't let them see you sweat. That's basically what we used to say back in the day. You know how sad you get. You can't let them see you sweat. You can't let them see you sweat. And it's a job too, and you're a millionaire. It's not like you ain't no millionaire. You've been millionaire for quite some years. It's not like you're going back to the ghetto. So a lot of people don't understand. I don't understand it. Yeah, really. I mean, and you with them folks. I mean, what do you expect? I think that he wanted Stephen A. He wanted to be like Stephen A. He thought had the same type of position Stephen A. should be if he become the best announcer. Maybe sometimes being the best ain't the thing. Maybe it's just who you know and keep you on that job. You can be the best all day and stuff. Number one. But that person who know this person, that person, cool with that person, keep your job. And I'm hearing, that some of the executives did not like him, but they like Stephen A. Smith. Oh, it was cool with him. But he's crying, man. He should be doing that shit, man. He should do that shit. And I know some people say, "Oh, he's supposed to be emotional." No, man ain't supposed to be emotional. Not with these devils out here. Them devils ain't emotional. Devils will look you straight in your face. You die, you fired. They don't care. You got to pay this. You got to pay that. They don't care. You might be evicted next year. They don't care. You need to be. You should have had a plan too. Well, you don't need no plan too. You had your own podcast, so you had 1 million subs on here. Just monetize it more. You get start monetizing your channel. You have 1 million subs. We got been monetized, but he probably don't know that because he wanted those butter biscuits. He figured the butter biscuits is better than being your own man. Being your own man out here. I don't like that, man. That's some shit. What is Edo's guy? Yeah, SpaceX is dead. He messed up, especially with a couple of the launches that went bad. Boy, they got Elon on this one, man. They got Elon on there. They had this nigga geeky, richest man in the world, and it turned out he lost almost all that money that he made. He lost it all, and probably lose more. Crazy. But anyway, yeah, the boy, he was crying like a baby. Crying worse than a woman. No, it's crazy. I don't even see the women crying like that on there. Losing the job at ESPN. I don't see homegirl crying. She lost her job. No, I don't do no magic mushroom. Nigga, it's just with this food. Not magic mushroom. What's this nigga talking about? No, I don't do no magic. Come on, man. I don't do no drugs. Too old for that. He can go to kick or do like Dean and AB. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand it. I mean, but some people, like I said, some people want to work for the man. They always want to work for the man. They don't feel right if they don't work for the man, even though they got opportunities to be their own man out here. I don't have to worry about it. He liked that money. He wanted to be bigger than Stephen A. Smith. Maybe that's what his goal was. I don't know. But to cry like that, like he wanted to be wanted, so he had some other problems too. Talking about I always wanted to be wanted when he was crying. What you mean? What the fuck you talking about? Want to be part of the crowd, or we want to be part of the crowd? Fuck that. That's what gets you in trouble. Part of the fucking crowd. Fuck out of here. Jeez. Yeah, so a lot of men, you don't like that shit, man. What a fucking job. Shit. And you already rich as hell, and you crying. See how much money he got. He got $6 to $12 million. But see, in his career, he only made $23 million for 13 seasons. I thought he should have made more than that. But he wasn't the real top dog free safety out there. So maybe that's probably why. You got 2 to 6, but he was getting like $2 million a year or something like that, and you got 1, 2, 3 kids and stuff. You did a 40-yard dash in 4.34 seconds. Oh. But he's from my team, Pittsburgh, free safety. That's how he got known. We went to the Washington Commanders. Yeah, so hey, Steeler player, I gotta give him dap. Yeah, that's right, man. Real men don't need no validation, man. That's crazy, man. I don't understand that, dog. I don't understand that. I said, God damn, you can't be crying like that, man. Get all that woke shit, man. I'm gonna do it. People ain't gonna respect you because if they figure that you break down like that off a job, you break down off of anything. You got a show. Start working on that show until you can get another gig. I'm sure somebody will hire you. Somebody pick you up. Maybe Fox will pick you up or something. I don't know. CBS or someone. Come on now, man. Stop it. Hold on. All right. Now everybody want to try to get up now. Jeez. Okay, let's see. The guy running in big time MAGA, so he should know. He should know it was open. Well, if that was the case, yeah, shit. You know, that's probably why they had. That's probably why they hired McAfee. Shit, come on, man. You should have known something then. He get the cuss on there and all that kind of shit. He can speak his mind, but anybody else black, oh no, he can't speak it. Go somewhere else. You go to NBC, CBS, somebody pick you up. Come on, man. But you need to stop that crying stuff. I'm sure some football players and other colleagues told him, "Hey, man, I don't know about all that crying stuff. You shouldn't have been did that." Yeah, see, that's the one they want the white man to view as equal, man. Don't try to compete with them. Fuck them. You do your thing. You don't need to worry about competing with them. They're actually competing with you. Stop that. I don't see they crying and shit. They more to get mad. But the problem is that the man ain't supposed to be sitting there crying like that. That make motherfuckers look weak out here. Because he couldn't handle getting fired. Come on, man. Stop that, man. How many people get fired from a job? Now, you a woman. I expect a woman to, if you love the job or something like that, but some women, they don't. You're fired to get fired. He's lucky he didn't get caught in no scandal. Be glad you got fired, but didn't get caught in no guy got fired because you got caught in one of these sex scandals. Now you can't do shit nowhere else. You did? Come on now. Stop it. Be grateful. Shit, you can still get a job somewhere else. And you got your podcast. You already made a name for yourself. So let's go. Do it. Let's go. So that's all I want to talk about that, nigga. Jeez. Damn. So wait a minute, hold on. All right. So next thing we'll talk about is Nolan Wells. We got to talk about it because we got all this information that came out in the last couple of days. The first one was this audio that put out yesterday, a 911 call about the boat operator asking for a tow and shit. And there was some voices behind him on the boat, I guess, was talking about Nolan is dead and oh my God, what are we gonna do? This and that, third, and all this, and everybody assumed that Nolan was on the boat dead. Apparently, they thought he was on the boat dead when that wasn't the case. And then now a new evidence came out saying that Nolan was not on the boat at all. He was on the island. They got one that's saying he was on another boat, on a party boat, but not the boat that he's supposed to be on. So it's kind of getting weird now. Benjamin Crump ain't came out and said anything about it, as far as I know. They haven't said anything about it, but I'm going to play the video, the Hans video, so y'all can hear that for yourself. TMC got it. Now, it was another girl yesterday that said that she took the video and enhanced it, and she was the first one to do it and stuff. And I'm going like, she's trying to get credit for it. So, but it's all bogus. Everybody was coming out. Oh, we got him. Told you was something wrong. Man, I really feel that this whole entire case is going to end up deemed as an accident. For real though, it's sad, but it seems like it's going that way. Hold on. Okay, let's go ahead and play this.
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn,
I
and
can't hear nothing, man. What the fuck is all this?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership. Oh, shut the fuck up!
No.
Damn it, Bart.
Someone said, "Damn it, Bart." Was a Bart? Was the other friend?
What'd you say? Hey. It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down. I don't know the phone number. It's either Jerry Atkerson. I think it's Jerry Atkerson. Try that. Everybody was on this phone. I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. Sure. I don't have the tag on here. It got ripped off.
Okay, somebody took out the 911 caller, but it seemed like when a 911 caller, you can hear it better. I can't. It's hard to hear what's going on here.
Reach me at 2.
And the other audio I heard said Nolan and stuff. Oh my God, I did hear that. I think they was talking about when they saw him dead. If that's the case, he was on an island or whatever. They saw him dead or something like that. Was he dead or some shit? I don't know, but it's hard to tell if this is it. But the new evidence that got out dispelled this, that he was on the boat.
What? Yeah.
Maybe they was talking about him on the island. It's not on the boat. Right there. I guess they assumed that he was on this boat with them. They were sinking there.
Everybody's off the way. What? No, we do not need that. Let me go look. Will, okay. Hey, North. Are you ready? North 3 degrees. 46.72.
I don't know, folks.
Sorry, look. What do I need to send you? Yeah, what? Yeah, we do not have the VHS right here.
Okay, they said you hear it in 12 seconds. And the brother, let's go back 12 seconds in audio. Here it comes coming up now. Yeah, you did. I heard.
Hey, we're in 31 foot of water.
So the rest of the audio is just a regular guy. I'm not gonna play that. Okay, now we're gonna go over here to the next thing. They said some folks online swear that they heard something saying Nolan right before you can clearly hear, oh my God. See, so, this is crazy, man. They see, I heard Warren at okay, and I heard to check his chest. Okay. At 153. You know, at 154, let's go back to 153. 154. Let's see.
Will, okay. Wait, man, North. All right, are you ready?
I don't hear nothing.
North 30 degrees.
See, when they did the enhanced audio, they took the thing out. It must have took out something else too. I don't hear it. In the beginning, clearly here it said, Nolan, wake up. Okay, he's dead. Someone said that. So let's call him, okay, it sounds like we're saying wake up. Person get a wake up. Check his chest. Okay, this is, like I said, this is weird. This is weird. Let's see. Uh-oh. Okay, I can't play that. I just stopped that there. I don't know what that was. Okay. So let's go here and play the audio.
This is
the interview with Austin Tatum. He interviewed Warren Hudson. And we're going to hear
a common thing at Horn Island. When you're out there, a lot of people ride out there with someone and in with somebody else all the time. I've done that 100 times. You know, it's a very common thing, but Nolan was sitting by the boat with that Katie girl, and my buddy...
What he said with that Katie girl. So apparently they didn't like her. Because maybe she didn't like him. Sitting in the boat with that Katie girl. I don't know if nobody picked that up. You know, it seemed like it was some resentment for her.
Yelled for Nolan, get on the boat. We're leaving. The boat's having issues. And like, no, he didn't say that, but he was panicking. Nolan, get the F on the boat. Get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here. I'm going to ride in with somebody else. And it's not uncommon to hear, but it's not like my buddy asked him one time. My buddy asked Nolan multiple times to get on the boat. Nolan, get on the boat. Get on the boat. We're leaving. If you're coming, you got to come now. And Nolan wasn't the only person to ride out there with us and in with somebody else. I mean, we had multiple people in our group that rode out with us and rode in on someone else's boat. And that, like I said, that's not an uncommon thing to do, you know? I mean, a lot of people do that. I could name probably 50 people out there that day that ran out with somebody and ran back in with somebody else. So, I mean, it's not like it's an uncommon thing, but it's not like we just left him there or my friends just left him there. Nolan made a decision to stay on the island after my friends asked him multiple times and told him to get on the boat, and he decided to stay.
Okay, we got that. Hold on, let's play this other one. Now, this other one is they said the day notified by the Jackson Territory released this statement saying there was no foul play. And this is the other video they put out where Nolan Wells said he ultimately remained on Horn Island and their boat was towed away. Probably fine. Okay, we know that. Okay, here we go. Now this is the clip. Did the sky with Nolan? This was supposed to be Nolan. So I'm gonna find another one. It was another.
Today I choose us how to screen for color.
Okay, here it goes. Okay, now this is the one I saw. There's a video on how the boat defendant being horned out and we saw enforcement. Okay, hold on, let me get it for you guys. Right here. Now this is the video. He's supposed to be missing from the boat. But I saw something right here. It was at him. This is supposed to be missing. Let me play it again. Oops. Okay. Now I don't know about this, but this is from Officer Tatum. So Officer Tatum, he wanna try to disprove that all this was just an accident. Or all this was a foul play, was an accident. But this is the video that he put out, the picture he put out. He must have got this from Warren. So, but who's this person there in the back? Did that look like Nolan right there? He had red trunks on, didn't he? So let me play it back. See right there? Red trunks. Let's go back to the other video. Oh, you guys don't see it. Hold on. Let me. Okay, if you see it right here, this guy here, he got red trunks on. This is the video. They saying this when the boat was towed, he wasn't there on the boat. And this is the person who owned the boat, but he wasn't on the boat. But let's see, go back to that other video TMC had. Let me get it. He didn't have on red trunks. Okay, he didn't have red trunks on. He had a different color trunks on. If they say that this is Nolan, he had some black trunks on. Let me see. Allegedly, let me pull it up. I'm doing a little investigation, just a little bit. Okay. If you see here, he has one different color. He got these trunks on, look like blue green. If this is him, allegedly, if this is him, the other one is red. That's not him. Somebody else. Which back up two witnesses who told law enforcement that Nolan was still on the island. So he was on the island. So when the boat was out, they called for the tow. If you look at it, because it was sinking, it wasn't on there. I'm just saying. Okay, let's stop sharing. Hold on, let me who is this? Okay, pray for young and I'm gonna cause of death. All right, you understand? Okay. $16 people got shot this weekend in Chicago. Okay, well, why are you telling me all this? We talking about the Nolan case. You telling me about how many people got shot over the weekend? You know, the 16 got shot in Chicago. Yeah, it's a damn shame. Maybe, I don't know who's doing something about it. I don't know. We got to stay on one story right now. People want to hear this. We don't want to hear about all the other stuff right now. Concentrate on one story at a time. So everybody getting shot. There's a whole bunch of people getting shot. We had an earthquake in Japan, 7.1. You got people dying in a war, shit, out here. They don't tell you about. You gotta stay focused now. Stay focused. But getting back to Nolan, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let me see if I can find somebody else that says something about this. I want to play one of these videos. Nolan Wells investigated. Okay, let me see what play. Okay, here we go. We're gonna play what TMC said. Now, this is what TMC said. Now, let's go ahead and play this. Okay, let's go.
Video that has surfaced in the Nolan Wells case that seems to support what we were told by sources directly with direct knowledge of the investigation, that after Nolan's friends left on their boat at 4:30, that Nolan remained at the island. And in fact, there was one report that claimed that he was there as late as 6 o'clock, still on the island. This new video shows the boat that Nolan's friends were on when they left the island. This is the boat that Nolan arrived at Horn Island on July 4th.
Same friends.
Same friends. Seven people, which is what we heard them describe on the call to the tow company. And they're all on the boat there. This is as they are trying to get it started.
And there's no Nolan in sight.
Right, Nolan in sight.
And
I thought that other guy was there, Nolan, but
I think it's important to say, and you said it, but I want to reinforce it. That's at the beginning of the trip, so it's not as if
this is at the end of the day. This is 4:30 in the afternoon.
I'm sorry, at the beginning of the trip home, so that it's not like the boat's in the middle of the water and that something may have happened in between. This is as they're leaving.
Yes, they knew that they had a problem as they were leaving. It's part of the reason they were rushing. We've heard his friend Warren describe that they were yelling at him, "Come on, get on the boat." So,
I mean, the only point I want to make is that it's not like the boat had traveled for 10 minutes and something could have happened in the 10 minutes. It's right at Horn Island where you see this video.
Right. So eventually they get the boat started and they get towed for a while, and then they end up going back to the mainland.
So this is really relevant because a lot of people think that his friends that he went with in some way are hiding something that may have happened in their presence with Nolan.
And the audio from that phone call that was made to the tow company certainly added to that made people, because some people think they hear a reference to Nolan and they think they hear a reference to him being dead.
But he's not on that boat.
But he's not, from this video, at this point when this video is shot, Nolan is not on that boat.
Which is consistent with what we had heard.
And then we also know that the...
So now I want to know what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next? Since you know that he wasn't on the boat when he got towed, he was still on the island. And everybody was saying in the other video he was on the boat. They was trying to pump his chest and all this other stuff. This he dead. He's trying to make shit up. And sometimes some people can take a video and put some other stuff in there, docked it up. Maybe this might be the case just to get views and stuff. I don't know. But right now TMC cleared it up right here.
Police have spoken to
And this was
people
11 minutes
and have
ago.
either
It was 11 minutes ago, folks.
video or photos that show that Nolan was still on Horn Island after 4:30. Now, I've been saying all along, the main thing is if his friends leave at 4:30, who were the people who were with Nolan after that? Because
There were
they're
a
going
lot.
to have the answer.
That's right. And there were a lot of people
There
on
were
the
a
island.
lot of
It was the
people
4th
there.
of July.
There was the girl named Katie, who, you know, we heard Nolan's mom say that she spoke to Katie, but Katie said that she saw Nolan, but sort of a hi bye in passing thing. Now, that's not how their friend Warren described it, but if it's not Katie, there were other people who were there.
There were a lot of people.
And so who is going to the police? We now know from a document from the Department of Marine Resources in Mississippi. This is a document, ABC News obtained this, but it shows what they told searchers when they were going out searching for Nolan. And there were witnesses who described Nolan. So now we know there were definitely people who saw him and said that they described him as having a lot of alcohol that day.
That he was
heavy,
drinking heavily.
heavy alcohol intake that day. Now, I don't know how much. I understand that that could be relevant depending on.
I'm telling you, man, the way it's going, man, it looks like they're going to deem this as an accident, man. Where's Benjamin Crump at? I want to know what he got to say about all this new evidence.
When we find out from the coroner how he actually died, so it could be relevant there. I don't think it's not.
Whenever the coroners put this shit out, they already did an autopsy already. What's taking so long for Mississippi coroners to put this shit out? Go ahead, let's go.
A big news flash to me. We spoke to a friend who was out there. He told us that the kids were drinking.
Well, but
we've heard multiple, and also
I think
it's 4th of July.
But there's a difference.
What are 18 and 19-year-olds doing on an island?
They're drinking heavily.
Of
but they
course.
hadn't used the word heavily until now. And look, the reality of the word heavily is that if somebody falls overboard, that drowning is probably more of a possibility.
I also think that word heavily is incredibly subjective.
It is.
So
yeah, but you know what?
Someone described to the police as heavily may not have been that big of a deal. I'm just saying it is too early to say whether or not him having alcohol, which is not, again, if you ask me, did I think Nolan was drinking that day? Of course he was. Do I think that it had anything to do with what happened to him? I just don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Nobody does.
But here's what I think. That when you say that witnesses said he was drinking heavily, the big thing that I'd like to know is, are they basing it on how many drinks they saw him consume or his conduct? And
Right.
those are two very different things.
Yes.
That if somebody is just falling down drunk, that's different than saying he had 3 or 4
Yes.
drinks.
Right.
And
It also
we don't know what the basis was for saying he was drinking
The other
heavily.
relevance of it is when? What time of day was that? And when was the last time someone saw him? Because there was a last time, there was someone who saw him. What did they see? And that's the whole ball of wax there. And until we hear from that person, none of us really know, and we're all speculating as to what could have happened to him.
Right.
Jordan from Jackson here. As a native Mississippian, my heart aches for Nolan and the Wells family.
Okay.
In this audio, you can hear them screaming his name in the background. To me, that says he was already unalived when they had called the tow.
But,
My theory-
let me stop you for a second. How do you explain then this video of them leaving Horn Island on that boat and Nolan's not even on the boat? They made the call shortly thereafter when the boat was taking on water. And I know what you're saying because we've heard it, but if there's no video of him on the boat, how would they be saying that, 5 minutes in?
My theory is that they panicked, dumped the body, and left. That is my theory. They knew that if they called, they could make it seem like the boat was sinking. That's what I think. I don't
He's
think the
not
boat
on,
was
but he's
sinking at
not
all.
on the
No,
boat.
but he's saying that this video is shot after whatever happened to him happened. He's suggesting that
They dumped the body. They dumped the body in the ocean. But then you in the middle of the ocean. If you jump him further out in the ocean, he might not get washed up to shore. He might just because you might get a shark could be out there. And shark might get him, or so he might get trapped out on the bottom. I don't know. I don't know. This it's kind of weird. I think that he got killed. He got killed closer to Horn Island, real close to Horn Island. Not no way out, not no 4, 5, 10 miles. It's possible the body can wash up after a while. But I don't know. Something's up with this.
Whatever calamity happened to him, whatever someone did to him, happened before this video.
I get it, but before the boat was just leaving Horn Island when the video was taken. So where would that have happened? That's my point.
Again, the police could clear this up by sharing whatever evidence it is they have of him being on the island at a certain time. It appears they're just not willing to come forward with that at this point, probably because they're in the middle of their investigation.
This is weird, man. This is weird, man. Oh, now I got more weird. She got more weird. Now I was gonna play another video, but it was Charleston White. He was talking to the guy who sold him his penthouse, I guess, apartment in Miami. He's going back and forth with him and stuff. I'm just gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna get off of here. I'll probably cover that tomorrow and stuff. It's weird, but Charleston White is doing his thing. He's trying to keep the heat off of him. Now he's going back and forth with his real estate agent that sold him the place in Miami, saying that the girl, apparently the cleaning girl, stole his clothes and all this shit. That don't make no sense. This don't make no sense, man. This is a bogus shit. I think Charleston White is lying again. Anyway, I'm gonna look at it and see if it's worth playing. Maybe OG Murder probably talk about it. So I'm sure he did. But anyway, yeah, man. I don't know, man. This is really becoming a real goddamn case, a goddamn cold case on this motherfucker, man. This Nolan Wells shit ain't no joke. But the other brother you had on TMC had on there say that they dropped the body in the ocean and shit. It didn't. But see, they was real close to Horn Island, so if they did, it had to drop it off close to the island so it could wash up the shore. If they was way out there, there's no way that we got eaten by sharks. They would never found it, and maybe that was the case. Put it in the ocean, hoping that it go out of the sea, and then it'd be lost, and they'll never find the body. But it came back in. Oh, greeting from Uganda. What's up? So, nah, man. This is weird, man. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see what kind of information gonna come out. Okay, now my camera's off. My camera off? Oh no. Okay, I'm still on. All right, but anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for coming through. Support the channel if you can. Become a member. Give. Doesn't hurt. Give whatever. Give me a like. You can do that. I got 8 likes. You can give me another like. God damn. Give me another like. And sub. And you'll become a member and stuff. I got a lot of videos for the membership. So, these live videos go to members. Most of them do. So, yeah. So support the channel. Unc needed. Anyway, thank you for coming through. We'll be back again. Until then, peace.